Let us start then. So last time we had discussed just what do you mean by variation. I had given you all an example that let us say x is a quantity. Let us say x is a quantity and y is a different quantity. And let us say when I change x, now even y changes. That is what we mean variation. Variation means change. When I change the value of x, even y is changing. But how is it the change happening? When I'm increasing x, y is also increasing. When I'm decreasing when I'm decreasing x, y is also decreasing. So when both are increasing or both are decreasing together, we cannot say they are equal because the values need not be equal, but we can say they are proportional. Proportional means this simple. Okay. Like, let us start with question number 1 now. Here, I'll just explain what we are saying. I hope everyone has a textbook, everyone has it opened on page number 36, practice at 7.1. The first sum I'm reading out, it says the circumference C. So I'm writing the letter C. The circumference C is directly proportional to its radius R. Okay, so this C is the circumference, R is the radius. Now they are using the word directly proportional. Directly proportional. This word, whenever you see the word direct anywhere in this chapter, this word basically means that when I increase the circumference, radius also increases. When I decrease the circumference, radius also decreases. That is why the symbol will be this one. Because they have told us to write it in symbol of variation, that is what we do. I hope everybody has understood this. Message me yes if you have understood. Okay. One person is saying no, so let me quickly explain it even in the second one. In the second part, in question 1, this was the first sum. Now I'm looking at the second sum. They're telling us the consumption of petrol. Consumption of petrol means how much petrol is used in the car. That they are showing by L. Itna petrol ka usage ho raha hai. And the distance traveled by the car D. They are only giving us the letters. L stands for how much petrol is used. L I'm assuming stands for liters. D is how much distance the car is traveling. So you all only think logically. जितना ज़्यादा liters डालेंगे, उतना ज़्यादा distance जाएगा या कम? Like, if I increase the number of liters, answer me this: will the distance increase or will it decrease? Let me see in the message. Yes, everyone is saying when I increase the liter, then distance also increase. And obviously, उसका उल्टा भी correct है. If I decrease the liter, then the distance will also decrease. दोनों साथ में decrease हो. This is the symbol which says that. Okay, that both increase or both decrease together, it means that. So see, they can use different terms like in this statement now they are using the word direct variation. Direct variation बोलो या directly proportional बोलो, दोनों का मतलब एक ही है, that both are increasing or decreasing. This word will tell us what is happening. Direct means both are increasing or decreasing together. Okay, I hope now everybody has understood this. And now we'll go into the main part of the sum. And the best part is, if I explain to you only one sum, then remaining you all can only understand it very easily. Okay. So let me explain to you all one full sum now. Understand the steps properly. Okay. I'm doing the second sum of 7.1. Now see, this one I'm going to explain without anybody's help, the beginning part. Understand it properly, and after that, henceforth, I'll make sure I'll use someone's help. So right now, if I read the question, they're telling us, they have given us a table where X is the number of apples and Y is the cost of apples. Abhi logically socho, if I increase the number of apples, then the cost, will it increase or decrease? Yes, if I increase the number of apples, then the cost will increase or will it decrease? Yes, I can see everyone is saying increase. That's great. That means, and in the sum only they're telling us is direct variation, but I want you all to be able to identify without the sums. So if I read the sum, they're telling us complete the following table, considering that the cost of apples and their number are in direct variation. They're saying both are in direct variation. Okay. Now I'm putting the values that they have given. The first value is 1 and 8. Both values they are given. Then 4 and 32. Again, both values are given. Then they have told us it's a dash. And there's 56. Matlab ye dash we have to fill. Then they're telling us this is 12 and this is dash. And last they're telling us this is dash and this is 160. Okay. So this is the table that they have given. They'll have to give us at least one set of both values. Now understand this. X and Y we just now discussed are in direct variation. They have told us in the sum. So is it okay if I put this symbol? Right? This is a symbol that we are putting. Next, see, this is not how we use the symbol. Like we don't know how to use this symbol till now. This is new. But everyone knows equation mein we can use equal to solve. Ye symbol confusing rahega. But if I write X is equal to Y, that is okay. But if you look at the statement, it's wrong because X1 or Y8 दोनों equal नहीं है. So when I say X is equal to, when I'm converting the symbol to equal to, no, I'll have to write one extra letter A over here. Okay, this is important. This transformation is important. If there is this symbol given as variation, इसको अगर मैं equal to बनाता हूँ, right में K आ जाएगा. And in bracket you can write K is a constant. Constant means ये fixed number रहने वाला है. देखो X and Y are going to keep changing. Y also is changing. But in every part, this K will remain constant. The constant means it will not change. K is a constant of variation. Okay. This transformation, I will expect you all to tell me in every sum. Okay, when I pick you all will have to tell it to me. Now continuing, if I notice, what they're telling me here is, ये statement हम लोगों ने बना दिया, but हम लोगों को K का value पता नहीं है. So to get K ka value, we will substitute the first set of X and Y. This is the table we can pick it up from. Okay. So I can say when X is equal to, if you notice X ka value is 1 and Y is equal to, if you notice Y ka value is 8. Okay. So let us substitute both of them. X ke jagah pe I'm going to write 1 is equal to K we do not know. Into Y के जगह पे I'm going to write 8. So अगर मुझे K चाहिए, do you agree this 8 which is multiplying will go over here and divide? It will become 1 upon 8 is equal to K. Or I can say K is equal to 1 upon 8. We have gotten K ka value. Right? Abhi tak these values we have not got. But we have gotten the value of K. Once we get the value of K, we can substitute it. This you all can write in the next line. What you all are going to write is this equation again. The same equation तुम लोग लिखने वाले हो. But now K मत लिखना. We know the value of K. So I can write X is equal to 1 upon 8. K की जगह पे देखो. K का value 1 upon 8 है. So I'm writing 1 upon 8 into Y. Okay. Till here, let me know if anybody has any confusion. This is the most important part of the sum. So message me yes. Someone is saying, sir, should we always write K? Yes. You should always write K. Quickly message me yes if you all are understanding this. Because आगे हर एक सम में अभी तुम लोग मुझे बताने वाले हो, ठीक है? Okay. So now this equation will help us to solve every sum, as in the remaining part. Okay. So I'm erasing the other part. अब ये सब I hope everybody has written it down. Okay, let's continue. Now we have gotten this x is equal to 1 upon 8 into y. Now यहाँ पे कुछ हम लोग को ढूंढने का जरूरत नहीं है. Both values we know. So let's jump directly to this part. Here if you notice, x नहीं पता है, y we know is 56. So let us write when y is equal to 56. So let us try and find x. What will happen? I'll write the same equation now. X is equal to 1 upon 8 into what y we will not write. Instead of y, we will write this value. 56. Okay. And here if you notice, if I cancel 8 ones are 8 sevens are, so x is equal to 7. Has everyone understood this? And if we get x is equal to 7, can I write that 7 over here now? So we are supposed to complete the table. So right now 7 वो x का वैल्यू नहीं पता था जब y 56 है, तो now we know it is 7. Okay. Now let me take someone's help for the next part. Raise your hands, everyone, whoever wants to answer. Same sum. Yes, Hitesh.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
So now tell me what should I write next? Abhi we have to find y. So what do I start by saying?
Sir,
When
when x is 12,
x. Okay. So what to write? This equation we have to use. So what do we write in the next step?
x is equals,
But x तो पता है ना अभी.
yes, sir. 12
हाँ.
is equals 1 upon
12
8
1 upon 8 into.
into,
Do we know y?
no, sir, y.
So I'll leave it as y. तो अभी y ढूंढना है. So where do we take this 8?
Sir, we multiply it with 12.
So 8 will go there and multiply. So I'll get 12 into 8 is equal to y. So what is y ka
Yes, sir.
value? Yes, Hitesh. Hello.
Sir, 96.
96. So can I write that 96 here now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Hitesh.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, next let me pick Omkar from Chembur. Hello,
Yes, sir.
Omkar.
Yes, sir.
Same equation, but now this is the part you have to do.
Yes.
So what do I say?
When y is equals to 160,
Okay.
x is equals to
Hmm.
1 upon 8 into 160.
Okay.
8 ones are 8, 8 20s are 160.
20 is a 160. So x is equal to.
Therefore, x is equals to 20.
So can I write 20 here?
Yes.
Have you finished the table?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Omkar.
Yes.
Okay, students, if you'll notice, we have finished question number 2. And if you look at question number 4, it is the same, it's a table. So I want you to mark question 4 as homework. Okay. So you all can try it later. Right now, let's jump quickly to the third question. Okay. Okay. Let's pick Amberlin.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Amberlin.
Hello, sir.
Can you read the third sum?
Yes, sir. If m is if m and n and when m is equal to 154, n is equal to 7. Find
Wait.
the value of m
I think we
when
missed one
n.
part. It says, acha, that symbol is there. Okay. So
Yes.
when this symbol is there, you should read it as M. There are two options. You can say M is directly proportional to N. Say that once.
M is directly proportional to n.
Or you can say M is in direct variation with N.
M is in direct proportion with n.
No, variation.
Direct variation with n.
So I'll repeat both the things again. If you all want to write it down, you all can write it down. This reads it as M is directly proportional to N, or M is in direct variation with N. Okay, this is how you'll read it. Okay, understood, Amberlin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I've told you ki even if they tell us this, acha, what does this symbol mean? Do you know that?
It's
Matlab, what can I
that
say
it
about
tells
M and
that
N?
its m is directly proportional.
No, but I'm saying ki meaning
If
is
m is
if M increases, then N,
also increases,
and if M decreases, then N.
also decreases.
So when both increase or both decrease together, that is when we use the word direct. So they are directly proportional or in direct variation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Acha, but we cannot use this symbol.
Yes.
We have to convert it to M is equal to. So equal to banayenge to what will happen to the right?
You have to add k.
K. So you'll write K N. And what do you write in bracket?
Yes. K is a constant of variation.
Correct. So I hope everyone is writing this in the bracket. That K is a constant of variation. Fine. Okay. Now, first thing that we have to do is find the value of K. So tell me, Amberlin, have they given us the value of M and N?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
M is equal to 154
And N is equal to
and n is equal to 7.
7. So let us substitute that here. So what will this become?
154 is equal to k 7.
Into 7.
7.
So 7, where will 7 go?
It will become division, and below it will come on the other side.
So tell me what to write in the next step.
154 upon 7 is equal to k.
Okay, quickly cancel and tell me.
So 22, 7 22s
Correct.
are.
So 7 ones are 7 twos are 14. 1 carry forward. Again 7 twos are 14. So K ka value is 22. So can I
Yes.
rewrite this equation again?
Yes.
M is equal to, instead of K,
22 and
into N.
into n.
Okay. So now we have gotten the
Yes.
equation. Now definitely they'll
Yes.
give us one of the two and ask us to find the other. So they'll either give M and ask us to find N, or they'll give us N and ask us to find M. So what have they done in this sum?
They have given us n.
Okay. So we'll write when N is equal
N
to
is 14.
14. So let us substitute. How will this equation change?
M is equal to 22 into 14.
Okay. Quickly multiply and tell me.
Yes. 308.
M is equal to 308. Okay. This
300.
chapter is
Yes.
easy or difficult?
Easy.
Okay, fine. So all the sums are going to be like this only. Okay. Now, like next sum, let's pick someone else now. Thank you, Amberley. Okay. I hope everybody has marked fourth sum as homework. Fourth sum as homework. Now let us move on to the fifth part. Okay. Let me see who can answer the fifth part. Okay. Ashish Gupta from Saiga.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next sum, fifth sum. Can you read?
Yes, sir. Y varies directly as square root of x. When x is equal to 16, sorry, y is equal to 24.
Acha, wait 1 second. 1 second. They are telling us y varies. Acha, are they using the word direct or are they using
Yes,
some
sir.
other word?
Directly, sir.
Direct. Direct बोला है मतलब definitely I'll have to use this symbol.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, and are they telling us x और x के साथ कुछ और भी लिखना है?
Square root of x.
अच्छा, that means सिर्फ x मत लिखना. If they are saying square root of x, we'll have to write it like this. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you tell me what to write in the next step? Y is equal to? आशीष?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. अभी हम लोग ने 2 बार किया ना already. What if I convert this to equal to? What letter will come here?
K.
So I'll write it as k into root x.
Yes, sir.
Okay. अच्छा.
Yes, sir.
ब्रैकेट में क्या लिखेंगे?
K is a constant of root x.
K is a constant of
Square
variation.
root. Sorry, sir. Variation.
हाँ. K is a constant of variation. ठीक है? So that is what we are going to write it here. K is a constant of variation. Okay. Next, they will have to give us the value of y and x. Have they given us both the values?
Yes, sir.
So I can write when
X.
x is equal to क्या बोला? Hello,
Sir,
Ashish.
16.
16. And y क्या बोला?
24.
24. So can you tell me how will this change? Hello.
Yes, sir.
हाँ. How will this change?
Sir, can you repeat?
मतलब अभी वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करो ना यहाँ पे 16 और 24 इधर सब्स्टिट्यूट करो
Yes,
तो y
sir.
की जगह पे क्या आएगा
24.
24 इज इक्वल टू k की जगह पे क्या आएगा
K.
k इनटू इधर 16 लिखूं या स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 16 लिखूं
Square root of 16.
ओके तो 24 is equal to k into do you know what is square root of 16 सोचो you know square root no square root of 4 क्या होता है
16 sir.
नहीं, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 4
Sorry. 2.
2. स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 9 क्या होता है?
3.
स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 16 क्या होता है?
4.
तो स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 16 के जगह क्या लिखूं?
4.
अच्छा, अब k कैसे मिलेगा?
Sir, we have to divide 24 upon 4
So 24 upon 4 is
is
equal to k. So what is the answer?
6.
6. So now I've gotten k is equal to 6, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can I substitute that in this big equation?
Yes.
So I'll get y is equal to, क्या लिखूं right में?
6.
6. और यहाँ पे
4.
नहीं. When you are substituting in the equation, you will only put k. y और x change होते रहेगा, k कभी change नहीं होगा.
Okay, sir.
तो y और x को हम लोग ऐसे ही लिखते हैं.
Yes.
Did you understand till here?
Yes.
Okay. Now let us continue. Once we know this, अभी वो लोग ने y या x दिया रहेगा और दूसरा पूछा रहेगा. चेक करो आगे पार्ट में what have they given.
Find the constant of variation and equation of variation.
Okay. K is the constant of variation. Have we found that?
Yes.
And this what we write, you know, this equation is called equation of variation. वो भी लिख के हो गया.
Yes.
और कुछ पूछा है वो लोग ने?
No, sir.
Then this is end of sum. Okay. Ashish, is it clear or not clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay. Fine. Next now we have question 6. Okay. Fine. What I'll do is I'll begin the sum. In case Sanskrit ma'am comes, then I'll have to stop the sum in between. But let us see. Let's not waste time. Let's quickly see. Okay. Omkar really wants to answer. So let's give him a chance. Hello, Omkar.
Yes, sir.
Can you read the sum?
Yes, sir. The total remuneration paid to laborers employed to harvest soybean is indirect variation with the number of laborers.
Okay.
Okay.
पहले इतना convert कर लेते हैं. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the meaning of remuneration?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
It's like their payment, the pay.
Correct. Their salary. Right?
Yeah.
तो वो पूरे पार्ट को तो हम लोग को लिखना पड़ेगा. Let the वापस पढ़ो सम स्टार्टिंग से.
The total remuneration paid to laborers.
Let the total remuneration
Paid to laborers
paid to laborers
be.
be x ले लेते हैं. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, sir.
हाँ. And that is
And
in direct variation to what?
the number of laborers.
हाँ. And the number
Of laborers
of laborers
by.
dy. यहाँ पे
Okay,
u
sir.
add कर देते हैं. ठीक है? Okay.
Yes.
So we know the payment is x and number of laborers is y.
Yes,
And
sir.
दोनों के बीच में direct variation है.
Yes.
So this is like a word problem given in the same manner. So I can write it like this: x
X
is
varies.
proportion to y.
Yeah. Y.
Okay, just a second. Yeah, we can continue.
Yes,
How
sir.
will you convert this in the next step
Yes, sir. So X is equals to K into Y or KY.
into y? And bracket
And
में
the
क्या लिखेंगे?
brackets, K is the constant of variation.
Okay, very good. Fine. Okay, let's
Yes, sir.
continue. Now they have to give us the value of x and y. Have they given
Yes,
us?
sir. Yes, sir, they have. So X is equals to 1000.
Okay.
Yeah, when
कैसे पता
X-
चला x ही 1000 है, y 1000 नहीं है?
Sir, because we have already substituted the letter X.
No. That's what I'm saying. Can you read that part now? We had read till half, no, the sum. Can you read the remaining part?
Oh, if remuneration of 4 laborers is 1,000, find the remuneration of 17 laborers.
Okay. So they're telling us the remuneration of
4 laborers.
4 laborers. So number of laborers 4 है मतलब ये 4 है.
Yes, sir.
Correct? And
Yes.
कितना है उनका remuneration? It is 1,000
1,000.
rupees.
Yes, sir.
4 जन का 1,000 है. तो remuneration is 1,000 and y is equal
Y
to
is equals to 4.
4. So if I substitute that here, substitute it.
1,000 is equals to K into 4.
Okay. So next step.
So now we will take the 4 from the right side to the left side, and it will be 1,000 upon 4 is equals to K.
So what is
Yes,
K
sir.
का value?
K is equals to 250.
250.
And the
Okay.
equation of variation is,
This one. Correct.
yes,
It will
sir,
become
X is equals to 250Y.
250y. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a second.
Yes, sir.
Let's continue.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now if we have the equation of variation, that means they might give us one and ask the other. So just read
Yes,
that
sir.
part.
If the remuneration of 4 laborers is rupees 1,000, find the remuneration of 17 laborers.
तो find क्या करना है? Remuneration find करना है, number of laborers find करना है.
Remuneration.
तो ये ढूंढना है. That means
Yes,
जो
sir.
दिया है वो
X.
y रहेगा.
Yes, sir.
तो when
When Y is equals to 17, find X.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
So substitute that.
X is equals to 250 into 17.
Okay. Can you get
Alright,
me the answer?
Yes, I'll quickly multiply. 250 into 17. Rupees 4,250.
Very good.
X is equals to rupees 4,250.
So now when I'm finding x, I'm not writing rupees, but since it is a word problem, no,
Yeah, in the final answer we will
final
write.
answer we'll have to write. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
can Omkar read what do you think should be the final answer?
The total remuneration paid to 17 laborers is rupees 4,250.
Very good. So again, I'll repeat what Omkar said. The total remuneration paid to 17 laborers is rupees 4,250. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Omkar.
Yes, sir.
So I hope this part is clear, everyone. We are done with one entire exercise. Okay. So fine. And I can see that ma'am has entered the lecture. So we'll stop this lecture here. And I hope everybody has understood variation completely. And next time we'll be starting with inverse variation. Okay. So just a second, I'll just make ma'am the host. Ma'am.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be leaving the lecture. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, see you all students. Bye.